All right, gang, I know year end is right upon us, so let's look back at my favorite books I got in 2024. Hello and welcome back to John's Comics with Kids. And this is my sort of year end recap. A little bit of time left in 2024, but I really don't believe I'm going to be picking up a lot of big keys here at the end of the year. So it's the perfect time to look back and be grateful for what happened this calendar year. So this is a countdown. I got 10 comics here that came into my collection during this year. And let's kick it off with something I just got recently. This is the first appearance of Spider-Woman Jessica Drew. Got it at my LCS just recently, went in and decided to treat myself a little bit. This book has come so far down in value. I probably could have gotten a higher grade, but I love getting these kind of things at my shop whenever I can see them. So yeah, number 10 on my list is this copy of The Amazing Spider-Woman. All right. Then this one connects to my friend Jennifer from Comics Will Break Your Heart. I finally got around to reading the Batwoman storyline, and I immediately had to go out and snag this great key book, the first appearance of Batwoman Kate Kane, another great female character that's come way down in value. The speculation is off of this book, so it's a perfect time to snag a nice high grade copy if you want one. But I highly recommend grab the omnibus of Batwoman. You will not be disappointed. And thank you, Jen. I will always connect you with this series. It is just that good. And I appreciate you giving me the heads up. Let's continue on down the way. I've been upgrading my Uncanny X-Men collection. So I got two books here that I'm counting as number 8 on my list. Firstly, I upgraded this beautiful copy of issue 106 from All New, All Different X-Men. This cover is so great, and I'm so glad to have it in such a nice version. My copy was pretty beat up, so when I upgraded to this one, I mean, this is just gorgeous, and I'm super pumped. So I've been working on upgrades to that collection. I've also gotten this book, X-Men 43, with this amazing Magneto cover. I saw it on the wall at my LCS, and it was an instant buy for me. So yeah, these were the additions to my X-Men collection. I don't have a lot of pre-Claremont comics, but whenever I see a great cover for a great price, I try to add that in. And so there we go. Continuing right along, let's see what is up next. I've got, oh yes, from my friend Magic Lasso. Amazing book, completing the 2-part storyline dealing with poor young ward of Oliver Queen. What do they call him? Speedy at this point, dealing with his drug addiction. An iconic piece of comic book history. If you haven't heard of these two issues, this 2-issue storyline, Neil Adams' greatness, obviously. I have never owned a copy of this. I have the other issue that's the other half of this storyline, but this was a wonderful, I was unexpected, just absolutely flabbergasted by getting this from my man Magic Lasso. So huge thank you. He knew this was on my watch list if I ever saw a great copy, and this is a gorgeous one. So I'm very much appreciative of that. Thank you, my friend. I also snagged, these are books that I've been reading lately. So I've been working my way through Strangers in Paradise. And when I saw a couple of different covers for issue number 1, I believe this is I want to say a third printing, and that this is a second printing. I've never really seen any of these at my LCS, and they don't often come into the shop. So when I saw both of these on the wall, I had to snag them. I don't have any of first prints, so I'm still on the watch for that, but I'm just super pumped to have snagged these. I am on the 5th or 6th, whatever the final volume. They have a pocket book series where they basically reprinted them into novel, paperback novel size. And I've got the whole set, and I've been taking my time because I didn't want to rush through it. And I've got one volume left. At some point, I'll take it off the shelf and finish volume 1, the original series, Strangers in Paradise. I've really been enjoying it and had opportunities to chat with some friends like White Wall Comics and, of course, Jen. So it's nice to take my time with something that I know I'm going to enjoy all the way to the end. So again, I'm like 5/6 of the way done, one volume left to read from that. I also similarly have been working my way through Sandman, the original. I've got 3 omnibus of that, and I've 2 of the omnibus are down. I've got 1 left, but I got a copy of issue number 1 this year. I was very, very happy about this. I only have a handful of issues from the volume 1 of Sandman. I have not gone out of my way to collect it. I've been happy with my nice, beautiful Omnis on my shelf, but I did want a copy of issue number 1. Obviously, a lot of great first appearances and just the launch of a series that really had a huge impact on comics. So really happy to have this. It's in very nice shape. A couple of spine dings, but a beautiful book. So always happy to have one of those in the collection. All right. Continuing right along, we are now at another great female character. When I was at WonderCon here in Anaheim area, I saw this at my man Elvin's shop, and he always takes good care of me. So I cruised through his booth and pulled a few things, and this was one of the things I pulled off the shelf, and he lumped it all together, gave me a great discount, and I was able to walk out with the first appearance of Carol Danvers, another book, female character that's come way down in price. You can snag these for a real great rate. And I was just super pumped to see it on the wall, and that the rate was nothing that was going to break the bank. I was very happy about. So another great key to get. And then we've got one of the things that was most joyful for me this year was completing numbers 1 through 20 of the Avengers, the original Avengers run. To do that, I had to buy a few great issues that I was missing. So I got issue 3. Thank you to Brian from Take the Time Collectibles. I got issue 18, and I can't remember who the seller was for that. And then issue 15, and I think this came from my friend Caroline, Lady Fantastic, who knew I was getting close to the end and had a few non-key, but still, somewhat expensive Silver Age Avengers keys to get, or issues to get. So there you go. The last 3 issues. This completed my 1 through 20. And yeah, super happy to have finished that little run. I don't know where it'll go from there. I have, I think, 3 issues in the 21 to 30 range, but not a ton in the the double digit era, I guess you could say. So not a ton in there. Right. All right. I've got 2 left. Number 2 on my list. These came together from Jack B's mystery boxes. He does incredible mystery boxes. And I was lucky enough to get 2 really great Ra's al Ghul key comic books that were not part of my collection. And I've been working on my Batman villains, and Ra's was definitely a villain that I was missing. So to get a really nice high grade copy of this issue 244, and then of course 232, the first appearance of Ra's, this amazing green cover. Absolutely flabbergasted, super happy that I got these 2 books, and another big notch off of my Batman villain sets. Which leaves one last book. Shout out to my man James, DS Comics. Knew that I was watching the last few years for a couple of Golden Age books because of him and because of all the great Golden Age books he always showcases. And he decided he was ready to let this one go, and he sent it to me. Amazing, amazing book. This is Battlefront 26, one of the few Golden Age comics I own. Just has a lot of sentimental value for me because of family connections to the Battle of the Bulge, and 2 comic gories where my man DS played this book and crushed it. The artwork, so absolutely phenomenal. The colors, all these years later, still looking so strong. You're talking like 75, 80 years later, just absolutely gorgeous. So that is the number 1 book on my top 10 books I got here in 2024. Let me know down below, what are some of the books you got this year that you're most proud of, the ones that you're happiest about. I want to thank my channel members. Hopefully they're getting to peek at this video a little bit early, but all of these homies, and I got to add a couple more from this weekend. We're so great to support the channel, help me out, make sure that we are continuing to keep the lights on, as I always say. So if you want to join, there's a join button and you can become a part of the crew as well. I'm doing a monthly giveaway now. So at the end of the month, some of the people that are channel members will get the opportunity to win something from me, a box of comics that I'll be sending out. So huge thank you to all those people for supporting us, and talk to you guys soon. I'll have another video at the end of the week. And until then, take it easy.